Hello everyone, today's lesson is lesson 76, multiplying fractions. So if I asked how much is 1/2 of 1/2, you can see this in a drawing. So here I have 1/2 of a circle. If I want half of that half of a circle, well, I would take that half of a circle and cut it in half. Okay, and then 1/2 of the 1/2 of a circle is the same as 1/4 of a circle. Okay. So I'd say 1/2 of 1/2 equals 1/4. Now the word of means to multiply. So if I had 1/2 times 1/2, that equals 1/4. Okay, so the word of means times or multiply. Okay, so here I have this problem. Masato found 1/4 of an English muffin in the refrigerator and ate half of it. What fraction of the whole English muffin did Masato eat? So he starts off with 1/4 of a muffin. Okay, so he has 1/4 of a muffin. He eats half of it. So if I divided that in half, each of those halves would equal 1/8. Because if I divide those in half, I'd have to divide everything in half. And now I have 8 pieces. Okay, so half of the 1/4 is the same as 1/8. If I did that with multiplication, it would look like this. I would have 1/2 times 1/4. Okay, when you multiply the numerators and the denominators. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 4 is 8. So the answer is 1/8. Okay. All right, what fraction is 1/2 of 3/4? So if I was to show 3/4, it would look something like this. And there we go. That's 3/4. Okay, so if I want to find half of 3/4, I'd have to divide each of these pieces into half and color just 1/2 of each of those pieces. Okay, so 1/2 of 3/4 is equal to 3/8. Okay, because I've basically divided my circle into 8ths. So if I had this piece back, I'd have 8 pieces total. Okay, so to show that with a multiplication problem, I would have 1/2. So 1/2. The word of means multiply, and then 3/4. Okay, so 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 4 is 8. So the answer is 3/8. All right, this problem asks, a nickel is what fraction of a dime? Okay, so we know a nickel is half of a dime. Okay, B says a dime is what fraction of a dollar? Well, we know that a dime is 1/10 of a dollar. A nickel is what fraction of a dollar? Well, we know it takes 20 nickels to make a dollar, so it's going to be 1/20th. So it says the answers to part A through C show that 1/2 of 1/10 is what fraction? So it's showing that 1/2 of is times 1/10 equals 1/20th, because 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 10 is 20. Okay, let's multiply this fraction together. We have 2/3 times 4/5. So remember, I multiply the numerators and I multiply the denominators straight across. So 2 times 4 equals 8. 3 times 5 equals 15. So my answer is 8/15. Okay, last example. This is asking, first, what fraction of the whole square is shaded? Well, you can see that it's 1 out of the 8 pieces. So that's 1/8. Okay. That's what's down here. Okay. Then it says choose a formula and then use it to find the area of the shaded rectangle. Well, we know area equals length times width. And you can see here that the length is 1/2 of an inch and the width is 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to do 1/2 of an inch times 1/4 of an inch. Okay. So we multiply the numerators. 1 times 1 is 1. And now the denominators. 2 times 4 is 8. So the answer for the area of this shaded part is 1/8 square inches. Okay, and that's it for this lesson. Good luck on your homework.